Hi guys, welcome to Amy's video vlog, aka Sunshine. So I'm really excited today. I have a very special guest, NIshad.
Hi everyone.
And I'm very excited to have him in today and to find out a little bit more about his life, what he does, and why he's here with us today. He actually just released his first album.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's gonna tell us a little bit more about what it is about in a minute. But I was able to meet NIshad a couple years ago, and we found out we had a lot of similar tastes in the same music and things like that. And then after a few years later, we reconnected, and I found out that he's done some amazing things. And I was like, dude, you have to come on my blog. So I'm really excited to have him because he's an old friend, and I can see that where he was before, that was like, he just wanted to have fun, to now living a life where he knows where he's going, really inspired me to have him come out. And I think he has an amazing story and he's about to share with us. So let's jump right in. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
So I am actually from this area. I'm from San Francisco. Recently came out of my graduation at Berklee College of Music in Boston, and I've just released my first record, Indivisible Devils, yesterday actually.
So he's a musician. I forgot to say that. So he's a musician, and just common guy. Not common. I mean, you're very special.
Oh, wow.
But from the area, from where most of us are from, and he actually just released his first album. So tell us a little bit more about what do you do and what this album is about.
Yeah, so this album, I'm a guitar player, so it's very tough to have a guitar album that doesn't keep it interesting in some way. So what I thought is, I had this nice network of what I consider my best friends in Boston, and we all played in shows and bands together, and I thought it'd be a nice way to keep everybody together on one record. All that was missing from that happening was having one guy produce it, and so I thought, why not me? So I called up all my friends. They're all very talented people, and I composed the songs for it, and we all collaborated, and it's a 13-song album. It's got over 15 people on it, so it's quite a doozy to make, but it's the product of a lot of friends that I've made, a lot of networking that's done, and I love the crap out of it, and I just hope you guys check it out and enjoy it.
That's amazing. So if you guys have been paying attention, you notice he dropped a lot of tips on us. He said, it would be great to do this. Why not me? So the first thing is you took action and you're like, I'm not going to let anyone else do it. I am going to put it together because it's my dream. I'm going to do it.
Right.
And the second thing, he talks about having a group of people. So that's why connecting and being good to people is so important for you to realize your dreams, because you don't know who's the next person that's going to help you go to the next level.
Exactly. And it's also important to realize that when you're meeting these people, you're not going in with the purpose of networking. You're meeting to fill other people and make them feel better, or make yourself a whole new network of friends. And so this is all just the result of just being, out there for other people, and having fun with them, or, trying to share projects and always try to get them in to collaborate. You're not going in with the idea of, this is, I'm meeting you for like a business thing. It's like, no, we're friends. We're all going to hang out. We're all going to see what we can do and build off of each other.
Of course, I love what you're saying, because that is saying to me, you're going with the purpose of adding value to people.
Exactly. Yeah.
And just sharing a good time. And isn't that what, like, having friends and relationship, and isn't that what it's all about?
Exactly, and it shows in the work. It does. They might, you might be hearing otherwise, but it definitely does. When you listen to it, you can hear we're all friends and we're all very involved.
Right. Where can we find your album and check out your music?
So right now it's actually on Bandcamp, and it's going to be available, I guess, by the time this is released. Yes. So it'll be on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. So it's titled Indivisible Devils. So I think even a Google search you'll be able to find it pretty easily.
Great. Do you have an Instagram where people can go find you and see your journey?
I do. I have a Twitter and an Instagram, both under the same name. NIshad George, my full name. No spaces, no underscores. And yeah, I just generally just post progress on Instagram, or you just keep up with things. You can talk to me about anything, really. I check that stuff pretty frequently, so I always like keeping myself busy and at least keeping in touch with people. So
that's great. So NIshad, what does the future have for you now? What's next?
Someone asked me about what the next album is going to be like, and I said, next album, really? I can't think about that right now. I mean, that's a little bit too much, but I think it's very, it's not good for me to limit myself to what's the next NIshad George album. I just want to be open to what else is out there. if there's any more ideas, more resources to work with. It doesn't have to be a mellow record. It doesn't have to be a new NIshad George record. It could be, maybe soundtracking. Maybe it's label management. Maybe it's more producing. I just want to keep myself open to it, expand, branch out, do new things. Just keep doing new stuff because that'll keep it interesting and it'll always come out fresh.
Well, that's great. You always keep your options open, but knowing that you want to do something within the music industry with what drives you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Great. And how do you plan to get there? If you don't mind sharing with us, it's like
being
what are
restless,
you gonna do?
Being very restless. It's a matter of just pulling on all the connections you have. For me, I'm just always open to what's next. If there's any option, any opportunity to do something new, I'm going to take it. I'm not going to, think about saying maybe or if there's any risks in it because what else is there to do if it's not fun? So if there's an option to work somewhere that's I find interesting, if there's an option to work with a band or as a producer on something that's interesting, I'm going to take it because if it sounds fun to me, I've got to keep my mind open to it and do the next thing.
That's awesome. So if you guys have been paying attention, which I hope you have, he said, always be open to opportunities. So many people are just shut into their own little world and they don't see that the next big thing for them is knocking at their door and they just ignore it. So know what you want, be open to opportunities and just go for it, right?
Absolutely. And it better be fun because it's not going to be work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got to be fun. Definitely.
He said, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life doing what you love to do, which is what I love to preach. I always like to finish with this question. If you could impact one person, if you could impact the whole world and you only had one tip to give them, what would you say to them?
Ooh, I would say, that's a tough question. I would most definitely say remove all obstacles, whatever it is. If somebody's in the way or if something is in the way, get rid of it, no matter what it is. Because you are only on here once. You're only given this chance. I'm only going to be 22 one time. I'm going to be 23 one time. You're going to keep going and there's no looking back. So whatever you have right now, just push out whatever's stopping you from doing it. And just be positive. Really, it's really easy to get drowned out in the negative things of life and get distraught about stuff that doesn't even matter. But time is just so valuable that the more time you realize, the more time you're contemplating your stress, the more your time you're wasting on being able to do other things or wasting your talents. So whatever's blocking you, get it out, and then think positive, and all things will balance out.
Wow, that's amazing! Thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks for having me.
Well, you guys, you hear it from him. Go do what you love to do. Go out there and just take action on your dreams and goals because really life is so short. And that's what it's all about. It's about taking action, immediate action, removing all your obstacles.
Absolutely.
And he said it, is staying positive, is staying true to yourself, to who you are. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much. Just a plug in for the next live. Subscribe, comment. Find me on YouTube by going to Amy Porter. Thank you guys and have an amazing day. Thank you, Nishad.
Good to be here.
Okay, bye.
See you guys.